Hi there, it's Laura here and welcome to this Beginner's Daily Dose, where today I wanted to look at opener's strategy and what you should be thinking about when you're the opening bidder. One thing I like to do as the first thing is basically put myself into a category, and that's whether I'm unbalanced or if I'm balanced. So this is the configuration of my hand. If I'm a 4-4-3-2, a 5-3-3-2, or a 4-3-3-3, I automatically think to myself, I'm a balanced hand. If I'm any other shape, then I automatically think I'm unbalanced. Now, if you are an unbalanced hand, the next thing you want to do is consider, am I 1 suited, 2 suited, or 3 suited? So this means how many suits with 4 or more cards do you have in it? Now this will form your standard, sort of approach to the hand. If you're balanced, one thing that you want to think about is I probably need to bid no trumps at some stage. If you're unbalanced, the first thing I think about is I probably don't want to bid no trumps at some stage. I'm going to be trying to bid my suits. Now, if you're a 1 suited hand, generally what you're going to do is just bid that 1 suit. If you're 2 suited, you're going to try to bid your 2 suits. And if you're 3 suited, ideally you're going to bid all 3 of your suits at a different time. So the 3 suited hands, they're 4-4-1s or 5-4-4-0s. So this is the first thing I like to do. If I'm balanced, I put into my mind I'll probably have to bid no trumps. If I'm unbalanced, I always think I'm not going to bid no trumps. My job is going to be to describe my suits to partner. Now the next thing I like to do is I get to put myself into a category of points, and I put these in the labels of my minimum, medium or maximum, and that relates to my points. So if I'm minimum, I'm always just sort of a 12 to 14, a medium's a 15 to 17, a maximum's the 18, 19, then we have those super maximum hands, sort of 20 or more points. Now the thing that this is good for is basically determining what level you're going to bid at. If you're balanced, it's really important that you have the idea of which hands open with 1 no trump. So that's your 15 to 17 and also your 20 to 22. And the other ones, what they're going to do is start off with a suit and then they'll probably bid no trumps later. If you're an unbalanced hand, what you're going to need to know is that if you're single suited, the level that you are, minimum, medium or maximum, is going to depend how high you actually bid your suit the second time. So if you're minimum, we'll just bid it at the 2 level or at the lowest level. Medium, we jump a level, and maximum, we jump to game is the typical approach. Now what this does is it puts a standardized plan in your mind about how you're going to bid your hand. Now there's definitely things that do come in and upset the plan. For instance, you might find that you've got a fit with your partner somewhere that they offer a trump suit. That should always be your priority, raising your partner if you do find a fit. Another thing that might come into the way is if the opponents actually get into the bidding and start to compete. That changes absolutely everything. But it's really important before you make your first bid, you start to come up with a general approach and a general plan, how you categorize your hand and how your general approach is going to be to the bidding unless something gets in the way. So what we want to think about is, am I balanced or unbalanced? And then am I minimum, medium, maximum, or even more points? And come up with a general strategy about what you're going to do in the bidding from that very first second that you take your first bid. Have an idea about what your second bid in the auction's likely to be. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.